Welcome to the second episode of the Black Panther Library. Now, you notice that I'm in the same fit as in the first episode of the Black Panther Library, and that's because this was filmed on the same day when inspiration was high. I don't want you to judge me for that. You got to strike when the iron is hot. If you want some Isaiah wisdom for the day, you got to strike when the iron is hot. The motivation was high, so I pumped out that second video. I was like, hey, we might do the second video. Here is the second video. So what is the topic for today? I'm sorry. I should have hit y'all with that in the first 10 seconds. That's how you know I'm a beginner. We're going to get better at this, guys. We're going to get better. The topic of today is fan fiction versus... Nah. Cut this out. All right. The topic of today's video is virtual reading versus reading paperback books. Pros and cons. And here's just my take on it. Now, it's not the gospel. We're not turning to the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 on this one. But, take it to your bank. Please make a small deposit. Here's my take. I grew up on those paperback books. They were superior. They were elegant. It really gives your fingers that thing to do when you're flipping those pages. Get that little, that crispiness on your finger. You know when your thumb starts getting in that a flow state of flipping the pages. There's nothing like it. I love that feeling. However, the one con of physical books, and mother, if you watching this, I have forgiven you, but I did not forgive you for a very long time. What happened was I had a large collection of books, a very large collection of books. I spent all my money on the books, people. I cannot explain to you how much money I spent on my book collection. I had all the Warriors book. I don't know if y'all know about the Bionicle series. I had that. I had all the books. Anytime I got a little bit of spending money, I was like, hey, Dad, hey, Mom, take me to Books A Million now. Do it now. So I was spending all the money on books. It got to the point, I had a pretty decent collection. Now, there was one time where I brought a book into the house, and for some reason, my mom, who is a minister, teaching the word of God, she looking at the books. She like, oh, what is this? Is this witchcraft? Tell me why my mother, mi madre, decides to take it upon herself to throw away all my book collection. My whole thing. Not a single survivor. When I'm telling you I was hurt. When I'm telling you I was plotting revenge. Hey, the Lord was still working on me at the time. Still working on me now. I was not okay. So that is why I say I was traumatized from that point. Because what do you mean that all my books are gone? So this is why I'm telling you there's pros and cons to the paperback books. Because the paperback books can be destroyed. Your collection can be destroyed. Now, I'm not saying that the virtual stuff can also not be deleted. I'm just saying it feels less dangerous. You can download it, put it on a hard drive, a USB. It feels like you can protect it a little bit better than the paperback books. Like, that one book, was it 1983? Whichever one, where they were burning the books. Yeah. So if the government want to come in, burn all our texts, if we have it on virtual, that's why I lean right now. I still read paperback books because, how my mama go get to my selection now? We don't live together. But I do I would say 80 to 90% of my reading online, just because of that convenience of having it always at the palm of my hands. I can read as long as I have percentages on my phone. I think it's basically a no-brainer for me to go heavy virtual, because I also have access to a platform called Kindle Unlimited, which gives me wide selection. And you know, with our current attention span, sometimes you start something, you know you're going to continue it, but you need a different flavor, because you got TikTok brain. With virtual reading, you can switch immediately and then come back to the story that you were already starting. So it gives you a little bit more wiggle room. So right now, I'm telling you, all y'all paperback purists need to chill out. The virtual reading, there's no problem with the virtual reading. If you are a virtual reader, that's a-okay. I'm behind you. I support you. But if you love just reading the paperback books, that's fine too. If you're a paperback book, put that down below in the comments. But if you're a virtual brother or sister, just put a fist up in the comment section, you know, in solidarity. Show me the power of the revolution of the virtual books. Well, you know, I feel like I've discussed this to, you know, a good point. If y'all want to hear more, if y'all want to know more about this topic, just let me know. And that is another episode of the Black Panther Library. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters. Stay strong.